So for about a month now, I've been having two latest Infinix devices, the flagship Infinix Zero Ultra and the Infinix Zero 20. And today I'll be sharing with you my opinions about these two devices and what I like and hate about them. I'll start by saying that I won't be doing an actual review of the devices in this video. There'd be no unboxing or any of that, as I believe that there are already so many videos here on YouTube that have that covered. So basically, I'll be sharing my opinions and impressions about both phones from the time that I've had them. I intend to be very brief as I want this video to be a short one. Like I said in the intro, the devices I'll be talking about here are the Infinix Zero Ultra, which is currently the best you can get from Infinix, and its sibling, the Infinix Zero 20. My focus will be more on the Zero Ultra for obvious reasons. Both of these phones have amazing specifications. They both stand out for something. The Zero Ultra stands out for its super fast 180 watt charging, which Infinix nicknamed Thundercharge. You still need to plug the charging brick into a power outlet and not a Thunder outlet. And even though I may not support Infinix claims that the 180 watt charging feature allows the Zero Ultra to charge from 0% to 100% in 12 minutes, I still must admit that it does charge insanely fast and doesn't take your time. Another feature that makes the Zero Ultra stand out is its 200MP main camera, which I must admit is actually quite good. If you love taking photos with friends, then you'd love this phone. Both phones actually, as the key selling point of the Zero 20 is its 60MP selfie camera. The 60MP selfie camera on the Zero 20 is the best on any Infinix phone. It's so much better than even that of the Zero Ultra, which is not bad either at 32MP. While video recording on the Zero Ultra maxes out at 1080p at 60fps. With the Zero 20 you can actually go higher to 1440p at 30fps with the selfie camera. The Zero Ultra however can do 4K 30fps video recording with its main camera, while the Zero 20 can only do up to 1440p 30fps. The curved AMOLED 120Hz screen on the Zero Ultra is a beauty to behold, and is actually the first time I've seen it done on an Infinix phone. I enjoyed consuming media on it, watching videos and scrolling the web, but I've seen people who don't like curved screen for such purposes. The Zero 20 has a flatter screen. It's also an AMOLED, a beautiful one at that, and with 90Hz refresh rate. There are lots of similarities between the Zero siblings, but amongst the not yet mentioned differences are the 5G network support of the Zero Ultra. The Zero 20 has only 4G support. The under-display fingerprint reader on the Ultra against the Zero 20's side-mounted reader. Both readers were indeed fast and accurate during my testing. Performance-wise, I found both phones to be sufficient, but as expected, the Zero Ultra has a better Dimensity 920 processor, which I did enjoy playing games with at almost max-out settings with very reasonable FPS. The Zero 20 is powered by a Helio G99, which admittedly is also very capable. Both phones support up to 8GB of RAM with 256GB of storage, which makes them very smooth and responsive. There is also a dedicated SD card slot for expansion. There is a noticeable weight difference between both phones, despite them having exactly the same battery capacity of 4500 mAh, which I must say I didn't have any problems with, even though it wouldn't have mattered too much on the Zero Ultra considering how fast the phone charges. The Zero Ultra does feel a tad bit heavier and might start to feel uncomfortable after holding it for a while. The Zero 20 on the other hand is lighter, but its square edges did require some getting used to. Even though none of the phones seem to have a glass back or metal frame, they don't feel particularly cheap. In fact, the Zero Ultra has some premium feel and look to it, despite having what appears to me like some sort of well-built plastic back. In summary, I would love to say that I enjoyed my time with both devices, especially the Zero Ultra which I use the most. I haven't really made proper use of its 5G network capability, but when I do, I would probably make a video to talk about it. But it sure is a good thing to have, I must say. With all that said, I believe the final nail to the coffin for your decision about which of these devices you should get will be the price. And on that note, I must say that the Zero Ultra is not cheap at all, and the more affordable 020 might just be your best option if you're in a budget and don't necessarily need the flagship specs and features of the bigger sibling. If you have any questions about these phones, please leave them in the comment section and I will surely respond as soon as possible. I hope to see you in the next video guys. Bye for now.